This way, guys. Come on. Good boy, Harris. Good boy. Up we go. Up this path. Good now. Good girl. Good morning, Nick. Good morning. Right, we're up obviously. We're up and we're running and we're cooking with gas. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome along to Crighton Pet Services virtual dog walk. I'm Stephen Crighton and you join us on windy Wednesday, and it's a bit wild. If you're familiar with the channel, you know the wind makes the dogs a little bit hyper, a little bit giddy, a little bit extra energy. We've had that this morning in droves. Sorry, I'm out of breath. We're hiking uphill. I'll show you the backdrop of the way that we're coming up just now. Beautiful little part of the world we're in today, and yeah, the wind has just made dogs a little bit extra special. They've been having a rare old time. I actually have quite a lot of little bits of footage now from it, because in the past sort of month, 6 weeks, the dogs haven't done a thing. They've not had any energy to run around and be dogs because it's been so hot. So this is a nice cool day for them. They've been tearing around, wrestling with each other, having chases, jumping on each other, jumping over each other. It's yeah, it's been fascinating to watch them. They're probably a little bit wore out now, as you can maybe tell. Just cooling off the undercarriage where all the organs are, just getting nice and cool, and probably ready for round two. Here we go. As soon as I say that, Gino comes bouncing in for round two. I know, I see you, sweetie. I see you. We'll keep walking here. We'll keep walking. Watch Charlie in particular in this long grass. He loves it. He's going to be bounding through it any second now. Keep coming. Keep coming. Wait, Nick, you've got beautiful weather today, have you? I reckon we're going to get thunder or something. It's clammy and it's windy and it's like cloudy. And it's threatening blue skies, but it's just not came to anything. But yeah, so going back to what I was saying, the dogs are... morning, Frank. Good morning. The dogs are being extra playful with each other, just a little bit cooler than it's normally been. A little bit more up their street. And certainly the first 15 minutes of our session, they were settling out who's top dog again, having lots of fun. So I can't wait to go back through that footage later on today, just splice some of it up, maybe make a couple of little shorts for YouTube and various other social media, and then get that going, because it's good to see them back to their cheeky self. I felt like I've been missing them. They've obviously been very affectionate and very easy to sort of work with on an individual basis, but on a collective basis they've just been a bit flat, and so it's nice to see them a bit sprightly. And even although some of it could have boiled over into a little bit of, oh hang on, I'm getting carried away with myself here, this could turn into a fight, it didn't. Although it was pretty close. I had to step in once and just say, hey boys and girls, thank you, that's enough, that's enough, that's enough. So yeah, so Nick, you've got 27 degrees. Wow, we do not have that. It's like If I had to guess, it's like maybe 15. What are we barking at, buddy? Hang on, let me suss out what this is about. Boys, I think it's the traffic. Thank you. Harris, thank you. Good boy. Barney, thank you, buddy. Thank you. You're doing a great job protecting the back from the wind and the traffic. Hey, what's happening? Just to put you in the picture, there is no one around. There is no one anywhere near us. But there is a road back here, which you might hear every now and again. And it's probably some kind of loud spluttering engine or something that's made them all perk up. You know the kind I mean. A motorbike or a boy racer car, if you're allowed to even. Can we say that term these days? Is that a term that's allowed? Boy racer? Gender neutral racer. There we go. Right, thank you to you guys tuning in, to everyone. If you've not done it already, remember hit that subscribe button, because we're growing our little community, and it's Barney's not letting this go. That's Barney here. He's really not letting it go, whatever it was. Usually 10-15 seconds we can move on to the next thing. We're quite good at being able to deal with a problem, move on. Deal with a problem, move on. But he's not moving on. He's not moving on. Anyway, so and now there's Harris. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's the fire? Where's the fire? You can tell how fire engines have got their tones and ambulances and things from dogs, from listening to dogs, and how people respond to that, and how other animals respond to the noise that they give off. It's like the like life imitates art, imitates life. Hey, my little fire engine, what's up, buddy? Hey, come here. Harris, 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 come and see me, buddy. I know. Nah, he's not interested. He's not interested. He's not interested. There we go. There we go, buddy. Who's here for you? Who's on the other side of the camera? Yes. Hello. Thank you, Juno. Did you actually get a biscuit? She's managed to unzip my treat bag. Actually unzip it. I've had to re-zip it there. And help herself to the larder. Hey, Harris. No one's here. See if we get to the other side of this bush and someone's sat here. I'm going to be so apologetic to Harris. If he's trying to tell me there's someone around here. And I'm just like, oh yeah, no one's here. No one's here at all. Someone's like lying down in the bushes, taking photos of birds or something. We've got some funny stories about working outside on our own and bumping into people who are trying to not be bumped into. We'll maybe save that for another video. But if you've been with us for a while, you maybe heard a couple of these before. But we've bumped into people. Let's say this, because it's live and it's maybe awkward for people to hear, but just been out with our dogs in a place like this, and then we've bumped into people on a date, shall we say, having a nice romantic date. If you get my idea. Crafty Clark, good day. How are we? A long time no speak. How are we doing? The team are a little bit animated. It's windy, and in case you're just tuning in, the dogs can be a little bit extra special in the wind. It can make them a little bit hyper. I've spoken to quite a few other people about this phenomenon, and quite a lot of them tell me that kids are the same. That like young kids in a school playground running around will be very similar in the sense of if it's a windy day, they're just all a little bit extra. So I'm not yet at that stage of my son's life, but I will take people's word for it. And it's interesting, I was with my brother and my sister at the weekend. We went away on a little jolly, a little getaway sort of thing. No kids, no dogs, no partners, no business stuff. But we were talking a little bit about the parallels between, because we all have dogs, and sort of raising a dog and raising a child. It was quite fascinating. In fact, it was more than fascinating. It was an awful long discussion. So yeah, all about things like just, you know, rewarding the good behaviour we want to see, and getting them plenty of exercise, and making sure to clean out their bowls and stuff, you know the stuff you have to do with kids, you know. I'm just joking, of course. The team are in good form now. We were, when earlier on, I suspect they've settled down into their usual routines and they're happy with the combination of dogs and things, but earlier they were pouncing on each other. But again, that's only in a way that you can do with people that you know and trust. You can't go run and jump on someone's back in the middle of the street. You'd end up in the hospital or in handcuffs. But these guys are very well bonded with each other, and so they know whose buttons they can push and how far they can push them. And I'm always, whenever we take on a new dog, as part of the onboarding process for doing that, I always say that the standards of what is good behaviour is set by me. So I'll reward the things I want to see. So things like walking by my side, coming to me when their name is called, staying away from other dogs, staying away from people, not reacting badly to the people in the environment around us. Like, they are all things that I will reward, because that's the kind of thing that we want to build and we want to see. But the bad behaviour, the standards for the bad behaviour, is set by the pack. They'll allow a certain amount of rough and tumble. They'll allow a certain amount of chest puffing. They'll allow a certain amount of nonsense, but only a certain amount. And it's fascinating, especially with puppies, because puppies have no real limit, and they'll just keep going and keep going and keep going until one of these guys shows them the straight and narrow, you know. We're hopefully going to be taking on a new puppy soon as well. It's been a while since we've actually had a puppy, but more on that on another day. I think we'll focus on today a little bit just now. So a few stories up the sleeve for saving for a rainy day. How long does it take to train them? Whoa! Just about fell trying to read the comments. How long does it take to train them to work properly with you when they're new to the programme? That's a great question. So if they're puppies, it's quite an ongoing process. But what tends to happen is the established dogs will train the newer dogs far quicker than anything that I do. Hey Harris, what's up, buddy? So that it takes them, from that perspective, they handle it quite quickly. If we get a maturer dog, maybe 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, that can be more or less, in some cases more or less instant, if they've been brought up the right way, you know, if they've been shown what good behaviour looks like and how to what rewards look like because of that. Hang on, we've got another dog walker coming. We'll come back to that in a second. Morning, Struan. How are we doing? Hello, guys. Hello, puppy dogs. How are we doing? How are we doing? You alright?
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, good, good. I'm just doing a bit of filming, so I'll keep moving, all right? But we'll catch up with you. Yeah. I've got a story to tell you actually, but I'll tell you when I see you later in the week, all right? Okay, bud. See you soon. See you guys. So yeah, so puppies are almost just a constant plate spinning exercise of trying to keep them focused and keep them with the team. And what they tend to do, the biggest drawback for us is that they start to become very confident around other dogs, because the dogs that we work with, and you just saw there just now, the 8 dogs Struan's working with, they're all very confident around other dogs and there's no drama and no stress. But then your little brand new puppy who is full of enthusiasm and potentially testosterone, which suppresses fear, full of energy for life, goes up to dogs that we don't know, and that's when it becomes a bit more problematic, because we know the dogs that we can approach. Struan and I, as you probably saw, have a good relationship with each other, and we know we can just pass each other and say, well, we'll catch up later or whatever. But yeah, so the puppies, a little bit more management, but it's more fun, and when we get that right, it just works forever. The newer dogs, the maturer dogs, they come with all shapes and sizes of training ability and fears and stresses and triggers and things like that, just like people, I suppose. And so we just need to find the right balance, and that's why it takes me a few weeks to get a new dog on board. It takes quite a bit of time just to get those things right, make sure that we're not going to be spooked off by the sight of a dog that isn't in the pack, or make sure that they're not going to rush off with other dogs that we don't want them to be around and things like that. So it's all a bit fluid. But I kept introducing my own dog Dante as a puppy. It took over a year to kind of get him established into the team. So we wanted to get that right, because he was basically brought up around all of these dogs. He had very little stress about any other dogs, and he still doesn't. He's amazing with, you could put him in a room with any dog basically, apart from one of our neighbours. That's a different story again. But anyway, any other dog, and he can read their body language well, and he can assess play and threats really well, that kind of thing. So he's great that way. But he just thinks he thinks that I am in charge of every single dog. So we really staggered that over the course of a year before we got it to the point where it was right for him and right for us. But he doesn't come out with the little guys because he's far too big. So in case you're not aware, he's a pointer. So pointers are about Labrador size, give or take. Labrador, Dalmatian, that kind of size. So we only take out, in case you're new here just now, we only take out the little guys together. And then this afternoon I'll take out, we've got like 2 labs this afternoon, 2 pointers. We've got a couple of smaller dogs. We've got another border terrier out this afternoon. We've got Blossom, who is probably our biggest dog in the pack just now. She's a collie poodle cross, just shy of 40 kilos probably. Big old dog. Big old dog. Dante's listening. Dante's listening just now. In case you're not reading the comments, there's always someone watching, isn't there? So we've got another dog walker over here. I think this is Lindsay with her team. We're going to give her some space. They look like they're playing around and doing what our gang were doing when we were in that space earlier. So we'll go this side. That's good. Ruby, that's the one that's on the long line. Ruby just about pulling me over. What do I charge? For this it's £14 and they get an hour, and they also get a lot more than that per session, but the ins and outs of what they get are kind of hidden from the public a little bit. But it's things like support pictures, videos, a write-up to talk about what we've done, where we've been, that kind of thing. I'm going to give Lindsay a wave so she knows that I'm not ignoring her. Morning, my dear. Puppies. Do you know, they just love this long grass so much. Good girl, sweetie. Very good. Very good. Do you think that's fair? Think that's a good price? It's probably cheap. I don't mean that to like preempt the owners of a price hike, but I'll be honest, it's probably the cheapest in Edinburgh right now. I saw an advert for someone who does this about 50 miles away from where I live. Same job. And they were sharing something on there. We have like a Facebook network page so you can like pass ideas, and it's kind of like a support group for dealing with questions. What do you do if this dog doesn't get on with this dog and all that kind of thing. And they were charging £23 for each dog. So I was like, all right, okay. There's Ori in the comments saying that I'm undercharging as well. Oh well, I'll just bump it up. I'll just double the price. I will not do that. I will not do that. Frank, that's fascinating. It's a huge industry in the UK. It is massive, and they're struggling with keeping up with it all in terms of the regulation. Sorry, Juno's going to bark because she doesn't want Harris getting too hyper here. Good girl. You just see, she didn't need to bark. She just got in between these two. It's like, hey, hang on, calm it down, calm it down. She's not bothered. And these two are still trying to play. But we'll keep an eye on Juno. These two are prancing around. There she goes. Juno, come. Juno, come. Good girl. Good girl, sweet. Hi, Dad. Hi, sweet pea. Sit nice. Oh! I was right in the plums. Thank you, sweet pea. Thank you. Oh dear. Thank you for that. I must remember to get your mum and dad a little thank you for that. Yeah, fascinating that there's daycare, but not really any, like, it's not a really big thing, but it's massive here, and the authorities are struggling to keep up with. Like any industry, you get people who are not very honest. Sorry, this is getting really windy now, isn't it? You get people who are not hugely honest, and obviously I try and preempt all of the things that might come in the future by doing things like the live stream and building up a nice rapport with the community and with everybody else around, so that people sort of know and trust you. I think that's the important sort of factor there. Here we go. Here we go. She's off for Harris. They've been I told you earlier, if you've been on a long time, guys, then thank you also, but I told you they've been a bit wild. Let's watch Harris run past us. Juno just can't keep up. If she catches him, he'll stop. She's not going to hurt him. Oh, she nearly got him though. Like, they'll just stop. They'll just stop. She wants to keep going. She wants it to keep going. You alright, buddy? You okay? Hey, hey, hey. Biscuit. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Hi. Are we all okay? Are we all okay? Juno the enforcer. Plums. Yeah, it was right in the plums. Yeah, I will get a better mic. I'm going to get a better mic. Oh! Juno, thank you. Hey, that was a direct nuzzle punch. I saw it. Don't think I didn't see it. You okay, bud? So she took her, imagine this is her muzzle, her nose, and she thumped him with it. Like a headbutt. She's desperate for him to, she wants another chase. She loved that. She wants another chase. But Aris is knackered. You can see he's just like panting, trying to catch his breath. Yeah, I need that to simmer down a bit. Come on, Junebug, you're better than that. But this is like nice to show the owners as well, like exactly how the dogs get on with each other, and when it does step out of line, how we address it and what happens. You saw there, she just more or less stopped straight away when asked, and it's just probably teetering before it became a little bit too spicy. But they're both fine, they're fine. They're just excitable. And the thing is, they've got this sort of intelligence of a 3-year-old child, so sometimes that really healthy play can just turn nasty for no real reason, you know, no real malice or anything like that. Just a case of it's just gone a bit too far. We've just been a bit too excitable, so it's a case of managing that as we go. Just making sure they don't get too carried away, that kind of thing. Nell's going to go to the loo. Barney boy, thank you. He'll eat what she does, so you need to pay attention. Another lovely part of the job. Right, so note to self, get a better mic for the camera. I'm on it, and raise the prices, double the prices. Good stuff. This is why the community is good, because it helps, like many minds on the same problem, make things easier, right? I'm just out here by myself and my dogs, and they're no help. They're no help whatsoever. Asher House. I'm going to screenshot this. I don't know who that is. Never heard of it, or him, or them. What is it? What's Asher House? Is that a person? Am I saying something that's going to get me banned off of live streaming? Oh, right, okay. It's a rescue. Wait, I think I know who it is. I'll need to go and have a look. Feel free to like ping me any link. Edith! Good girl. Good puppy dog. Good you guys, I know. I'll go and have a look. I'll suss them out. Right, we're hitting the half hour mark. We're almost back at the van. It's just beyond those trees there. We're just a moment or two away. I'm going to get the pups on the lead. Remember, we've got a lead for each of them. And get them home safely to their owners, and then go and start round 2 for the day, which is my own dog and the bigger guys. And hopefully learn some lessons from this morning, such as it's windy, so the bigger guys are going to be rushing around a bit more crazy as well. And These cute little dogs, everybody loves. All the people out and about, they love them. But when the bigger dogs do the same thing and make the same noise, not everybody loves them as much. So we just have to be a little bit tactile around that. We've got a dog on approach through the grass. Oh no, they're going away again. They're going away. So yeah, so thank you for tuning in, everyone. If you've not done it already, it would be lovely if you could give us a little follow, subscribe along. You'll get to see us again tomorrow. We go live every day, and slightly different combination of dogs each day. And but out of the 25, we've always got usually sort of 7 or 8 each session that we're on the live stream. So big thanks to everybody who's been watching, and big thanks to everybody who's shown their support this morning. We really love that. We really do. And you can see the dogs are well worked. If one of these dogs was your own and they were about to be brought home after being out with the session, I'm pretty sure you'd be happy enough with what was going on. A couple of the owners have been in the comments, so telling me to put my prices up, so that's always a good sign. Right, from me and the team, remember to hit that subscribe button, follow us along. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be as windy. If it is, I'll try and do something about that. Have a great Wednesday. See you then. I'm away to look up, who is it again? Asher House. Thank you for all the kind words of support. See you tomorrow, gang. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.